through.
I got it. Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Henry, and we have Susan here. We are live. Welcome to our YouTube channel. Today, we are going to just talk about whatever we need to talk about. It is the middle of summer. It is getting extremely busy. There's a lot of calls coming in for solar panel cleaning. We just had the tropical storm that came through. And, some of you guys probably had some cancellations because they thought that, well, the storm come through and they cleaned your solar panels, right? And a lot of people uh, have that misconception that, these solar panels are going to get cleaned um, during a rainstorm or what have you. We had a job today that we had bird proofing today, cleaned a lot of the bird proofing material out for us. So that helped us out a lot when it came to that. But the streets were still flooded. There was a lot of damage that was done here in LA. And, we're grateful that we're still here and we're still able to function and have our internet and all this other good stuff. So we're happy about that.
Mhm.
Yeah. So you're going to see Susan more in our videos and so forth and stuff like that, just because we're getting her a little bit more involved in the business itself. And so you'll probably see a lot more of her talking now and me behind the camera and video recording her like we did today. We did a couple of videos today, and we were putting her out there, because she's a big part of the business. And one of the things that we definitely want to have people see is us in equal partnership and what have you. Does Susan do bird proofing? I'm going to let you tell them about that.
I supervise the bird proofing. I don't do the actual bird proofing. I just go up there on the roof and I make sure the boys are okay.
The boys.
Yes, the boys, Henry and the other two that we have working for us.
Yeah, we do have two other guys here that are working for us full time. They are doing a phenomenal job. We actually have bird proofing today. We have bird proofing tomorrow. We have bird proofing on Friday. We're going to be in San Diego on Friday doing a huge house up there. We have a huge house tomorrow to do. We rented out a 60-foot boom lift because it's 2.5 stories high, and a regular ladder you can't put on there. And they called these people out. What they actually have bird proofing done already. So what we're going to do is rip all the old bird proofing out, because these people have been back 4 times and have not done the job right. There is bird proofing material that is just hanging down right now, and it looks really bad. And we're going to go out there. We're going to rip all the old material out, clean it up again, because there are pigeons underneath. And we have to go and redo everything like it was brand new again, pretty much. So we do have Spanish tile that we're going to be working with tomorrow, with the cutouts and everything else. And so we'll be there most of the day. We will have a 60-foot boom lift that Susan is going to be driving, and she is going to be getting used to the boom lift itself. She says no, but she has another thing coming. So in order to get this job complete, she's going to be learning the boom lift operations, squeezing between 2 buildings about this small and going right in between them and doing the bird proofing.
Well, Henry will be there to do most of
I
it.
will guide her in the right direction
Not
I
my
will
thing.
point her in the right
Not
direction.
my thing.
But tomorrow she will be suited up with a hard hat, safety harness, vest, all that. And we are going to work tomorrow. And
Yeah. They'll be doing the bird proofing. I'll be in the boom lift,
she will be up in the boom lift, running
watching and making sure they're okay.
running a 60-foot boom lift, not a scissor lift that goes straight up and down. We're going to be running a boom lift that we rented and to get this done. And so we're excited about that because tomorrow you are going to be seeing some new videos with Susan out here running the boom lift, taking control, telling the boys what to do, and getting the job done like a woman boss does. A woman boss does. What's up there, Sam? Jonathan, you guys ask your questions, ask away, and we'll try to answer as many questions as we possibly can today. Uh, First but foremost, we want to send our prayers out to Miss Anita and Mark Solons for their Miss Anita's mom is not doing too well, and our prayers are with her, and we're hoping that she gets better. So, with that being said, we want to send our prayers out to her. So, all right. What's up there, Paint and Panels Pro? Paint and Panels Pro Cleaning. What's up? Thank you for being a super duper fan. We really appreciate that. Tara Lynn Lewis up in Las Vegas. I know you're getting a lot of heat up there. Dat damn Daniel. What's up there, Dat damn Daniel? Hello. Sam Manzares. Hello from West Texas. Going to start my business within weeks. Doing a do-it-yourself dolly and sediment filter to an RO, then DI tank setup to start me off. We have roughly 10,000 houses plus with solar panels. Now let's talk about this because this is very, very interesting. People get into this business and they get in with very little money, or they get in with just the basic stuff. Okay. And it's the last of the comment that he had said that there was roughly 10,000 plus houses in his area. Now, one of the things that I think you learn from the business itself, is how to be prepared for solar panel cleaning. For example, is it tomorrow? No, Thursday. Thursday, we have a huge corporate account that we have to go to and do a walk on that. So you're looking about 6,000 to 7,000 solar panels on top of a roof for a big corporation. And we both have to be there at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock in the morning on Thursday, right? Yeah, 9 o'clock in the morning on Thursday to give a bid out for that. Now, my point is, people call me all the time for advice. They call me for, solar panel, getting into the business, the solar panels or bird proofing, but they start with very little, or they don't spend a whole lot. They'll get themselves a water fed pole with a 3-stage DI nice system, which doesn't do anything for solar panels unless you're cleaning 20 or 30 at a time. But when you get 500 to 5,000, it's worthless. It's great for window washing and what have you. But a lot of these businesses will fail big time because they're not prepared. They're not equipped with the the stuff that they actually need, you know. And so you have to be equipped for that in order to be ready or take on those type of jobs. We hear it all the time, right?
Mhm.
What's the first when somebody calls us and says, I want to get into the solar panel cleaning business. What is their first words that come out of their mouth as far as what they're going after?
Commercial.
Why would you go after commercial if you don't have any equipment or you don't even have a solar panel cleaning business yet? And that's one of the biggest problems with a lot of people is they see the big apple on the tree, right? And they're looking up and they go, well, we really want this big apple on the tree, but there's lots of little apples on the bottom of the tree. But they'll bypass the little apples just to get to the big apple. Now, I always say this: you catch the little fish before you go after the big fish, okay? Because the little fish are just as important as the big fish. People don't realize that when they go after big accounts, sometimes these big accounts don't pay for months, maybe 2 months, 3 months, but they'll call you, they'll get you the best price. They want to get the best price, and they'll go out there and they'll have you work, and then you get paid 2 months, 3 months later. And a lot of them will do that. You know, residential, on the other hand, pay right away. You get a job, you get it done, boom, you're done there. You know, it's paid. Good example. Ours today, as soon as we got it finished, we send them an invoice through text, and that invoice was paid in how long of a time?
Minutes.
Minutes. We sent him all the pictures. We sent him all that. We use a software house call Pro that is phenomenal, phenomenal, and we use that. Susan uses that every single booking. I have a link for that. As a matter of fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that link up here in chat. You guys can use our link if you like to. It's a free 2-week trial just to try out. But I guarantee you this. I guarantee you, once you use this, you won't go back. This is how powerful this stuff really is. It is unbelievable. Um, you know, just us using this, and we're like, wow, it's really, really powerful. We love it. Um, I went ahead and I got this yesterday. I got proof for it, so I'm going to copy the link and I'm going to leave that in the chat itself and see if I can get that to you guys. There it is. House Call Pro. And how do you like that, by the way?
I like it. It's
You
such a
like it?
time saver.
It is a time saver.
Mhm.
There's a lot of things that you can do with that. And we'll get into that. Um, and so, back to where we were, there's guys out there, Jonathan, that, or Sam, I should say, that get into this business and they don't really think about the big picture and, or their equipment. So keep that in mind. We're not trying to sit here and point you out. It just, when we read this, um, we read we read these and we want you just to be prepared, because it is important that you're prepared for those 10,000 plus homes out there in your area up in Texas, because when people get into this business, the phones start to ring. And, you know, for us, it just, this is our third year cleaning solar panels, going on to our fourth. And we have well over 120 something 5-star reviews, nothing less. And people find us and they call us, and we're out there working. So, just be careful when you go into it, what you have, what you're using, and what you're going to do. Okay, Sam? That's all we're saying. If there's anything we can help you out with, great, no problem. We'll do that. Jonathan Camarillo, do you quote every job differently, depending on roof pitch, type, and amount of solar panels, as well as residential and commercial? I'm going to let Susan answer that. Um, so she will answer that for you. But he is asking, do you price each job differently when it comes to somebody calling you and, asking for a quote?
For a 1-story and 2-story, we quote
Don't
differently.
don't price prices, but because
we quote differently.
we do.
And depending on how many panels they have, but we don't charge by the panel. We charge like a flat rate.
Yeah. And when it comes down to commercial, we charge per panel, because you're looking 500, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 solar panels. You can't just charge a flat rate. For example,
but we also charge depending on how far we go. The further we go, the more we charge. And if it's a steep roof, we charge a little bit more as well.
Good.
Because it's a little more.
So there's a lot of things that come into play, guys. Look, gas prices are not getting cheaper. We're paying. I have a diesel that I use in gas, and we're well over $5.60 a gallon for diesel up here. So we're paying a lot. You know, a lot. Snakehead says, "What? Wow, bro."
We don't
say the price
because we have a lot of competition out there.
We have 60 solar panel companies competing with us. So, Snakehead, would you quote your price on YouTube if you have 60 competitors watching you? Probably not, because you'll get a lot of guys undercutting you, which there's a lot of guys right now that are undercutting us big time. And they're getting some jobs, but that's okay. Those are the guys that are not going to make it in this industry. They're not. They're going to make it for summer. They're going to make it. They're a weekend warrior. When I say a weekend warrior, that means they only work the weekends. They don't work during the week. They got a full-time job, or they're doing something else, or they, so, it's, we have to be really, really careful about what we say on YouTube, because a lot of our competition is watching us from Northern California to Southern California to Texas to Arizona to Florida, you name it. I can tell you this, Snakehead, or was it Snakehead? No, sorry, Sneakerhead. Sorry, Sneakerhead. I can tell you this. I can't tell you this. Each location charges differently. If you're in Arizona, there's guys out there that have less competition than guys here in Southern California. There are so many people popping up here in Southern California, it's ridiculous. But that's okay. We have our clientele. We have nothing that we're losing. We're actually gaining, but we want to make sure we keep our customers.
There's a lot of competition opening up north. A lot. Right? You had a call today. Somebody wanting to start their business up north.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, there's from Modesto to Gilroy to
Fresno.
Bakersfield and Fresno. I got a lot of guys calling me. They are calling me starting up new businesses. So you guys up in Northern California, you got competition coming. Trust me. And some of them are taking my course, and some of them are going to beat you guys because they know exactly what needs to be done. Now, when we talk about that, we talk about marketing, we talk about everything, and we go out there. Like I said, even the software that we use, the House Call Pro, we have an advantage over everybody else, and there's a reason for that. That program right there really, really helps you with reviews, with setting up appointments, with sending pictures to the customers, to letting people know you're on your way. And when you finish the job, there's just so much that House Call Pro does. And like I said, I have that link right there, guys. Um, you guys can tap on that, use that, try it, and we have a free trial on there. Try it out. I'm telling you, if you use it and you start to get to know it and start to get familiar with it, it's very easy, very simple.
You can even book a customer on your phone. So you don't have to have your computer in front of you. You can use your phone and book them right there.
One of the things that we do every day that Susan does every single day is she'll book appointments. She'll assign a worker to it. Our workers have House Call Pro. So they basically will come over here, they'll open up their phone and they'll sit there and they'll uh, could send on my way, receive it, finish the job, send pictures, send all that. Okay. They can do all that with House Call Pro, and we see them right here on the computer, and we're watching them from GPS, where they're at, what time they got there, what time they started, what time they finished. And we're lucky that we have very good employees. We're really, really lucky.
They did a bird proofing job on their own on Saturday, and they did a very good job.
But yeah, I didn't even go out on Saturday. We were doing something else, and then these guys went out there. They did the work, got it done, and made good money off of it. They made good money. They're around $50 an hour just on Saturday to do bird proofing, and they knocked it out of the park. And this is what we pay them, because we have to keep good employees.
If we feel like it's too difficult for them, Henry will go out there. But for the most part, I think they like being independent, and
they do.
They like being on their own so that they could show that they can do the work without, somebody hovering over them.
Yeah, watching them. We don't want to do that.
We don't want to do. We want them to feel
on their own
that they're confident in what they do.
Right. I mean, and they're loving their paychecks right now. I don't know. I mean, we're making a lot of money. I'm telling you that right now. We are making a lot of money right now, and this month it's ridiculous. And that's just because there's just a lot of people calling, and I'm sure they're calling other companies out there.
But it helps that they've done it before, so they had some sort of background in doing it. But Henry showed them how he does the bird proofing, how he does the cleaning, and they caught on quick.
You're talking about the employees. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I still go up there today. I went up there just to kind of see and make sure they were doing everything good. I just put my hands just like this and watched them, talked to them, asked them how their weekend was, and they got down to business. They actually were done in 3 hours with about 5 arrays, and knocked it out of the park. And like I said, they were making around $50 an hour at that point. So, which is great, because the faster they get it done, the better it is for them, and they could take off, go do their own thing, and what have you. And like I said, tomorrow we got a 60-foot boom lift that we're going to be using for a 2.5-story home.
3-story.
Well, it's 3, but the guy said it's technically 2.5.
Oh.
And I was like, okay, we couldn't put ladders up there. Even a 32-foot ladder would not reach on there. So
Too dangerous.
it's too dangerous, and we have to rent out a lift, and customer pays for that. So, all right. Let me see. I think it was Jonathan says, "Do you quote every job?" Okay, we answered that one. Sam says, "Good thing is out here. There's really is no competition."
He's in Stockton.
No, Sam's in West Texas.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, who was from Stockton?
I don't know. Sneakerhead
Sneakerhead.
720.
Maybe a sneakerhead.
What did I call him before?
Snake.
Snakehead. Okay. Sneakerhead 727. Welcome to my channel. It's the first time I'm actually seeing you here. How do you advertise to get most of your business? If you take a look at my website, SoCalSolarPanelWashing.com, you'll see the website is designed very, very well. We have a marketing team that actually manages that website. They give me the phone calls. I can get a lot of phone calls. We're in an average of 10 to 15 calls a day.
And Google My Business.
And I was about to say that. We also have a very good Google My Business presence. And so a lot of people see us on Google. We're doing a lot of advertising right now. And we trying the Facebook ads and all that. No. I've spent so much money on Facebook ads and had not one person call me through Facebook. Zero.
A lot of clientele, they like YouTube and they like Google.
Yeah. Google is going to be your number one marketing. Everybody looks at Google, searches Google, solar panel cleaners near me, what have you. There's a lot of advertising. But we have a great marketing team that is on it. And so as long as the phones are ringing, we're happy. And we do pay a price for that. Jonathan says, appreciate you guys spreading knowledge. Okay, thank you very much. Paint and Panels Pro Cleaning, thank you for being a super duper fan. What is the cost for the rental of one of those lifts? This one was pretty expensive. With the price of everything going up for diesel, the rental for the day is about $1,000.
Do you recommend the electric or the gas operated?
If it's a 1 day deal, I would try to get an electric one. There are guys out here that are using scissor lifts, but that obviously is not going to work for what we need. So we had to get a 60-foot boom lift. We had a choice of an oscillating boom lift or just a straight, and we decided just to do the straight.
What's the difference?
Of what?
Oscillating.
The oscillating basically is you can go up and over onto the roof itself, but we're going to have a couple of guys up on the roof cleaning anyway, so we really didn't need that. That's more money, and so we didn't need that right there. But we are actually renting that out, and it's being delivered and picked up, so it's roughly around $1,000 when we're done with that particular lift. So good question. Tara Lynn, what's up there, Tara Lynn? Sam, you definitely want to upgrade your equipment as soon as possible to service those potential customers. As she would know, she's up in Las Vegas, hot up there, and we were up there about a couple of weeks ago, and we ran straight into the casino because it was so hot. Yeah, so we feel for you, Tara Lynn and Jeff. So Sam says, I'm hearing him. I just getting my feet wet, but I will be going door to door at first I do know that there are some solar farms out there, but I need some hands-on experience. You don't touch the solar farms. The solar farms. It, we cannot tell you how many people have done solar farms and then quit. And then they call companies like us to go out there and finish the job, whether it was a solar farm, a rooftop, or carports. Carports are one of the worst to clean, takes the longest, and you better have good equipment. Maybe a robot, maybe it's a C1000, a Racenstein brush.
The hose control is the hardest because if the
A hose.
carport,
Oh, wait. A hose control. What is that?
well, somebody has to be on the
Oh,
bottom
you're
making
talking
sure the hose doesn't get caught in
hose
between the
management.
Yes,
Okay, so good point.
because if the carport is tall, the person on the bottom has to keep looking up, make sure the hose doesn't get stuck in between.
So when
the
we were
gaps.
running our robot across, one of the biggest issues that Susan had was the hose getting stuck in between
I did not like that at all.
the
Not
panels itself. And she was getting very frustrated because
my neck was hurting.
she was looking up. Sun was in her eyes. She was not happy about that.
No.
So this is why she's graduating to the boom lift, because the boom lift is level with the sun,
I'd rather be up on top.
and she would rather have her head melting like mine.
You wear a hat.
Yeah, and there you go.
Yeah. So I feel for the people that do carports and the person on the bottom.
Oh, we got carports we have to do. So you better feel for me and all our other workers, because that's coming. Lots of jobs are coming.
Yeah, they will be out there.
Yeah. Crazy. We just don't do residential. We also do commercial. And in October and November is when everybody starts calling for commercial. And we start working, and we're busy through those months for commercial. The as fall starts to hit.
That is if it's not pouring rain.
Oh, we'll still work out there when it's raining. That's Hey, I'm not made of sugar.
I am.
Yeah. So, Sam, so yes, I mean, that's great that you're going to go out there and you're going to go door to door. I applaud you for that. Texas is hot. Guys going out there and doing that, no problem. But there's Google My Business that you guys can get onto and, start doing that there. All right. I did leave you guys the link for the House Call Pro. If you guys want to try that out, feel free to try that out. Don't forget to smash the like button right here, please, guys. Give us a thumbs up. Susan's really sad right now because there's no hearts, there's no emojis, none of that stuff. What are you doing? What? So there you go. Tara Lynn says, and better equipment for farms. Yes, thank you. There goes the hearts. The hearts are starting to come up. Are you doing the hearts, or is somebody else doing the hearts? Oh, Sam says, then if it seems to go well, I'll invest in better equipment. Yeah, a lot of people think that way. A lot of people think that, well, let me try this out. Let me see if this works, and let's do that. And sometimes that could be a fatal mistake on a lot of people who are just starting their business. Mm-hmm. You got to take that gamble, guys. Are you an entrepreneur? Are you going to go out there and do this business and go all in? Or are you just going to test it out, test the waters, and think of it as a hobby? Okay. I'm going to tell you right now, I've been in a lot of businesses, and this has been probably one of my best businesses that I've ever gotten into. And it's working out for us. We can do $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 months in this business, cleaning solar panels. It can be done. And that's been proven. So there's been months where you can do, $1,000. I don't know. It just depends if they're calling. It just depends if they're, people are reaching out to you or finding you. So, but there has been months where we just killed it, and we're killing it. We killed it. We killed it last month. We killed it the month before, and we're killing it this month. And I can hardly wait till September, because I know September is going to be a great month for us, you know, and October and November. And then all of a sudden, boom, all these people that are charging peanuts to go out there and clean panels, well, they're starving now because the gas prices didn't go down. The gas prices are actually going up. So now they're sitting there going, well, I got to feed my partner over here. I got to feed myself, but we're only charging $50 to clean solar panels. And then when they realize how hot it gets up there, and they're up there for 3 or 4 hours, that, well, the prices that they're charging, it's not worth it. We charge a lot of money for solar panel cleaning, for bird proofing, and I'll be the first to tell you that. But we do it right. We put the best equipment out there. We put the best material out there. We clean your solar panels 6 to 8 times every single time we clean solar panels, because we want them to brand new status. And we have people that hear us on YouTube, and companies that are reaching out to us because they know what we are doing and what we are about. This is why we're sitting here and educating you guys, and letting you know, if you're going to do this business, if you're going to do this industry, you got to do it right. This is why I have this woman right next to me, because she breaks a lot of the stuff down for me. I don't have to worry about taking phone calls. As a matter of fact, when I get up on that roof, or before I get up on that roof, I don't see this phone. I give it to her, and she takes it, and she takes all the calls. And I focus in on what I need to focus in on, and getting my guys working, getting my guys focused on what they need to do, and get it clean and get it done right. And then we charge that customer accordingly.
Because if you're up there on the roof and you're busy talking to somebody on the phone, it takes away the time you're spending on getting the job done. So I prefer that the phone is taken away. I'll take the phone calls. Things I can answer, I'll take the message, and I'll wait until he's all done. That way he can focus on being up there on the roof and being safe, and making sure his guys are safe up there and doing what they need to do.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you guys look, if you're not knowledgeable in solar panel cleaning or bird proofing, or how to test the skirt off, or how to market, or how to do commercial, give me a call. We provide I provide a one-on-one course. I just had somebody sign up not even a half an hour ago, and I don't talk prices over YouTube. So if you're interested and you want to learn about my course, just give me a call. And when you give me a call, we'll talk prices. Now,
Jonathan Camarillo, there's your answer right there.
What did Jonathan say?
He wants to know about your course.
Well, what's he say? What's the question? Read it.
I would love to learn from you guys. How much is your course?
Oh, my course is not cheap. And
so give Henry a call.
Give me a call, and Susan will go ahead and put down the phone number that you can call us at. And if it's 909-552-1381. Give us a call. Not right now while I'm on the podcast, but give us a call, and we'll discuss it afterwards, and go from there. Oh, go ahead. There you go. Got to click on it first. Click on it first.
I did.
All right. Carolyn says sneakerhead, LOL, at snakehead, not snakehead. Okay. Enter.
That's what they did.
Yeah, it's on there.
Oh.
Probably hit it twice. There you go. She sure did. Okay, so let's see where we were. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, Jonathan says there's not in
They're not in it for
for
the
the
long
long
haul.
run. Yeah, I mean, there's people out here that are getting into the business, and it's kind of destroying the industry, to be honest, because they get into the business and they chart and they want to charge $80, $70 to clean solar panels, and they think that just because they got the job, but when they have like the cheap equipment, or they have the equipment that's not, that is taking them, hours to clean solar panels. And that's how I'm going to word it, is it's taking them hours to clean solar panels. Our guys do 40 panels, can clean 40 panels. And how long of a time cleaning them 6 to 8 times? How long does it take them to clean solar panels?
Like 15 minutes?
15 minutes. They're up on the roof. And this is no lie. This is going out here cleaning with the C1000. Tara Lynn uses the C1000 up in Las Vegas. She can tell you that anybody who has a C1000 knows that we can clean in the neighborhood of 700 and 900 panels a day just with one C1000 on our commercial. So 20 to 30 to 40 panels on a rooftop is fairly easy for our equipment. And the guys that I actually hired, um, they were using a water fed pole. They were going back and forth doing this, and they said that they were up there for almost an hour to an hour and a half cleaning 40 to 50 panels. And now they cut it down from 40 to 50 minutes, I should say, um, to 15 minutes. Literally, it takes them longer to set up, go up the two-story house, clean the panels, and then come right back down, and they're out. We've been giving them roughly around 7 to 8 jobs a day, roughly, for solar panel cleaning.
And they went on a job on Friday, and we told them it's a steep roof. Be careful. If you have to do it from the ground, do it from the ground. But our guy was able to go up there, and he figured out how to get it on top of the roof, and he was sitting down and cleaning the panels
Well,
from the peak of the roof.
let's you didn't tell the whole story on that one. That customer called us and said there was two other people that
Companies,
could
solar
two
companies.
other companies, solar companies, that went down there and told them they couldn't do it because of the steepness of the roof. And this is where training comes in. This is where educating your guys, making sure that they're safe. But at the same time, I tell them, if I can do it, you guys can go out there and do it. And I've showed them that I've got up to two-story houses, done this stuff, put up ladders where they thought that it wasn't going to work, and I made it work. And I literally showed them this is how you do it, and their confidence level has just boosted up and said, okay, if this old man can do it, I can do it too. You know, and that's what it's all about. It's making sure that they're well trained, and if they're trained, perfect. It's no different than tomorrow when we go up there with a boom lift. One of our workers has not touched the boom lift. Guess what? He's going to have control of that. I'm going to be up there with him. Susan is going to be driving that boom lift. My other guy is going to be driving that boom lift. I'm not touching those controls, guys. This is training day. Training day.
For the guys.
For Susan.
I'll be supervising.
You think so, but you got another thing coming. You don't have a ride home if you don't get on that boom lift.
Take Uber.
Uber and Lyft. I called every single one of them. They are not picking they're not picking your ass up. Period. So Sam says, appreciate the advice, no problem. Sneakerhead says, what is the best form of advertising? Google My Business is the best form. Create yourself a Google My Business account. But I'm warning you, If you do not create your Google My Business account correctly, it will be shut down. There are more people getting shut down on Google My Business because they did something wrong than go out there and have me do it for them. I charge for Google My Business setup, but I will do that for you together. So if you're interested in me doing your Google My Business where people are able to find you, putting in the right keywords, putting in the right details, I do that. Give me a call. You have my phone number. So, okay. Where are we at? Go ahead and read it.
Sneakerhead started his cleaning business 3 months ago, door knocking in
Northern Cali. Okay, Sneakerhead. Where are you located? What part of Northern California? Because we got a lot of people calling from Northern California. A lot of people, and they're calling and asking how to start a business up there. Um, like I said, there's Fresno, Sacramento, Gilroy, Stockton, you name it. Oh, he said Stockton. Yeah. You got a few guys up there. You got some competition. So, but nothing that you can't do. You can always do what you need to do to get your business known. What?
Jonathan Camarillo, he's going to start his.
He says, I'm interested in starting as well. LOL in Orange County. There are a lot of guys in Orange County. There's a lot of guys in Riverside County. There's a lot of guys in LA County. Jonathan, the only thing I could suggest to you is Google solar panel cleaners near me as soon as you get off this podcast, and you will see page after page after page of solar panel cleaners. You will see that. That's your competition, including me. I cover Riverside County, Orange County, LA County, and San Diego County. Friday, we'll be up in San Diego. Tomorrow, we're up in LA County. We were in, was it Victorville today? Mm-hmm. Victorville, Apple Valley. We were in that area today. So we go all over the place. I'm not saying not to get into the business. I'm just saying just be aware of your competition. Do I want to do this on the weekend? Do I want to do this part-time? Do I want to do this full-time? Am I prepared for the off season? Am I ready for not getting phone calls or nobody calling me? Am I ready for that? Because it's going to happen. I always talk about this. It's like Christmas. For most guys that are brand new, it's like Christmas. The day after Christmas, everybody got their presents. Nobody's shopping anymore. So now they're laying off people. It's the same thing with the solar cleaning industry if you don't have clientele. We have clientele. We have people that we do every 3 months, and we have people that we do every 6 months. Okay? Just be prepared for that. All right. All right.
How many vehicles do you have, Jonathan?
Jonathan, I only have one vehicle. They got 2 guys that are running that, and I'm out there marketing, and Susan's out there marketing. So we're looking at commercial jobs, getting commercial jobs, and getting other jobs while these guys are working. We're putting them to work while we go out there and find them work. So we're hitting up the big corporations. I mean, the Fortune 500 companies. I'm a vendor for Target. So I do a lot of Targets, and we have Costco, FedEx, UPS. We have Kohl's that we do, and there's more companies that are calling us, and we're going out and putting bids in. We have a major food chain that we're going to go look at on Friday, Thursday. We're going to give them a bid, and if they like the bid, well, then we got more work. So there's lots of work out there for us. You just got to know how to go out there and get it, you know. Uh, okay. Sneakerhead says, I have a local solar mentor. He cleans thousands of panels and have used a 1.5 gallon um,
Water
water
deep
deep,
pile
deep,
setup
deep house setup.
with the
With
pump.
the pump, I can tell
Your
your scrubber
cuts
cuts
that
that
time
time and a
in
half.
half.
Oh, my scrubber? No, my brush. It is a Solitech C1000 that we have. And that right there, we could do 900 panels a day just with that. And there's no effort whatsoever when it comes to doing this all day long. If you watch my videos, you'll see I use that, and it's pretty smooth when I use it. It's like my left hand now. I just go out there, I guide it, and it does what it needs to do. There's other guys out there that have the same brush, and it looks like they're, well, I'm not going to say anything about that, but it will do what it needs to do if you know how to work it. Put it that way. So Tara Lynn says, yes, June, August has been great. June through August has been great. Awesome. Yes. And that's the nature of the beast, right?
And those are the hot months.
Those are the hot months. Everybody calls only during the hot months. But as soon as a rainstorm comes in, that's it. You're not going to get phone calls. And if you do, try to deal with them the best you can to get them and get that job. Because
we didn't get any phone calls on Sunday because it was raining.
Yeah, it was raining on Sunday. Nobody called us. Nope. And Monday we got very few calls, and today we got lots of calls. Mm-hmm. So, and I'm sure tomorrow and the next, it just depends on how hot it is and what people are thinking. It's educating people. That's all it is. Is going out there and saying, hey, look, your solar panels don't only need to be cleaned during the summertime. They need to be cleaned during the winter time also. And that's where Susan is going to make brand new videos talking about why you should be cleaning your solar panels.
Because they're filthy. Bottom line, they're filthy.
And what happens when they're filthy?
No production.
There you go. Very little production on your solar panels. And people don't realize that until they get their bill and they're like, oh my God, why is our bill so high? Well, when was the last time you cleaned your solar panels?
Never.
And if they tell you never, then you deserve a high bill. Sorry, guys. You deserve a very high bill. And for those of you that are doing solar installs and you don't tell people about the maintenance that has to come with it, shame on you, because you're doing a disservice to the solar industry. See, people get solar to save money. And when you're not educating people and you're not telling them that oh, by the way, your solar panels should be clean. I have read on some of the websites, Sunrun, Tesla, and some of these other websites, that they sit there and they tell you your solar panels will work better if they are maintained. What's that tell you, people? And if a solar company is calling you and saying you need to get your solar panels clean, that's because you have no production coming through. They need to make money too. In order for them to make money, they want you to go out there and clean the solar panels, come out of your pocket, and then they're happy because they're producing again and you're starting to save money again. And you would never know that until you get somebody like us that will educate you and tell you what the real deal is with solar panels.
And rain does not clean your solar panels.
Really?
Rain does not.
Does rain clean cars after it rains?
No, it looks more dirty.
Well, why do people go to the car wash? Why is that? Why is that the most busiest after a rain? Because people know. Well, think of it. It's the exact same thing. The only difference is your solar panels are stationary, and all they do is just sit there and accumulate dirt and dirt and dirt until somebody goes out there and cleans them. This is why we've been in business for almost 4 years now. And we're past the three.
No.
We're past the 3 year mark.
Oh, I don't know.
We are past the 3 year mark. We're almost 4. Jonathan says, love how you look out for your employees. Yes, we try. We try, Jonathan. Spend a little more cash for their safety. Oh, yeah, we're going to be tomorrow. Tomorrow we have boom lift. We have boom lift training tomorrow for my workers and for Susan.
Mostly for the workers, because if they get a job and they need to learn how to work the boom lift.
Yes. But at the same time, we're going to get a woman involved, and she's going to know how to run that piece of equipment. So, all right. The main reason I thought of this, I own solar panels as well, Sam says. So I've only owned them for a little over a year. I've been doing a side hustle with Amazon Flex and seeing potential customers. Well, there you go.
What's Amazon Flex?
Amazon Flex is, I want to say it's an Amazon delivery service. I just so you know, Sam, that was one of my side hustles in 2018 was Amazon. I taught people how to make money selling on Amazon. I have a YouTube channel. It has 22,000 subscribers. And I got my son into that and made lots of money, myself included. And then that train kind of just stopped, started slowing down, getting lots of people selling on Amazon and teaching the business. And then I started this business with solar panel cleaning. When I went to Australia, I found out that this was a huge need here in the United States. So when I came back here to LA, I did a search for solar panel cleaners near me, and 2 people came up that were window washers, and they were the only ones cleaning solar panels. Only ones here in LA. Now, today, well over 60 people have their own business cleaning solar panels. So the industry is growing at a rapid rate, but there's a lot of people that are going to get in trouble because they just don't start their business right. And this is where we talk about this. It's a fine line. There's people out there that want to start business with very little money or small equipment, and then they realize, and take this to heart, guys. When I started this business, I didn't realize how fast people were going to come to me and say, I got 2,000 solar panels that need to be cleaned. Can you guys give me a quote on that? I didn't realize corporations were going to call me and say, I need you to put in a quote for this. Can I tell you something very truthful here? This is no joke, no lie. And I'm going to be as honest as I can with you. Somebody asked me today, how do you go after companies for solar panel cleaning? And I told him, I have never gone after a company. They have called me. They've reached out to me. They have called my number and said, can you put in a bid for our solar panels? I have Target, FedEx, UPS, Kohl's, all these companies have reached out. There's a lot of management companies out there that literally will manage those stores, and they find people like yourselves and they call you and say, hey, can you put in a bid? And when that happens, we basically just put in the bid. And if they like the bid, guess what? They'll hire you if you got insurance, if you have business license, and we talked about certifications. They can care less about certifications. Now, whether you have a certification or not, that's totally up to you. We don't discourage certifications, but are they needed in the solar industry? Not according to most businesses that I've worked with. Most businesses, as a matter of fact, all businesses that I worked with have never asked me for any type of certification because there's no legitimate certification for solar panel cleaning. None. None recognized by the city, none recognized by the state, and none definitely not recognized by the government. Now, you look at was it the NASDAQ code that you can do a search for government and type in solar and find out how many codes are under solar. Maybe one. I think there was one that was one code that we found for government agency for solar,
Mm-hmm.
but it had nothing to do with solar panel cleaning.
No.
It was more installation and maintenance. Mm-hmm. When I say maintenance, that's installation. Mm-hmm. All right.
Charlene says, I not having control of the hose. It's very difficult, especially when the carports, the gap is a little bit wider than others because the hose gets stuck in between the panels. It's easier when the panels are closer together, but there's carports where the gap is a little bit bigger. And so you have to constantly make sure the hose doesn't get stuck. And that's the hardest part of the carport.
Yeah, I mean, it's carports are, people get into carports and they think it's easy. There's a couple guys out here doing videos on carports and stuff, and you can tell how long they've been on those carports. They're not there for an hour or two. First of all, they have the wrong equipment that they use, and you can tell just by the way their workers are cleaning that they're there for a long, long time, wasting a lot of water and going out there and just doing stuff that they're trying to show you. And so I'm not saying I'm an expert at it, but I'm saying that I'm pretty damn good at what I do. And I'm pretty quick at what I do. And I pay attention to stuff like that, especially my workers. Because my workers, I want to make sure that they go out there, don't waste water for one, go out there, do a great job. And if they don't do a good job and I inspect it, guess what? They're going right back out there and re-cleaning them again until it's done right. Mm-hmm. Luckily, we don't have that problem with these guys.
No, they're really great.
They're thorough. They do the job. And I always told them, look, if you do the job right the first time, a customer won't call you back, for any type of issues or problems. They won't. You show them the pictures.
Our guys have been getting a lot of praise from the customers.
Not only praise, tips.
Lots of tips.
They're like, oh, I got a $50 tip yesterday.
$50 tip, $30 tip. They even got snacks and free water.
They probably in the what 2 weeks, they probably well in the $200 range, easily between the both of them, with tips. And I sit there and go, wow, I don't know what the hell I'm doing wrong because I never get a tip. They don't even ask me for water. Like, wow. David 24/7. What's up there, David? Hi, Henry. I had a quick convo with you a couple of weeks back in regarding to a commercial job in Fresno.
Primarily do residential, but wanted to pass you the commercial job. We can't go out to Fresno.
Oh, no. You can give us the job. Yeah. I got some guys we can tackle that. Oh. I believe you were going to, and he didn't finish that. Oh, reach out to me the next day. Sorry, David. You know what? I talked to a lot of people. Call me back. Remind me of that, and then we'll go ahead and see if I can help you out with that. Okay? Because there are some people that I can get up there to do your solar farms. I believe they were solar farms. I'm not sure. I don't know. I talked to so many people. I just
We know people out there.
We know people. Susan knows people in a lot of high places. Speaking of people in high places,
Petra.
What's up there, Petra? Is anyone going to the RE Plus Solar Panel Conference in Las Vegas in September?
We will be there.
We will be there. That is September 11th through the 14th. We already booked our hotel room, and we're all set for that. So we will be at the conference or at the RE show in September. And Vegas is my favorite spot. So
Tara Lynn will be there.
Tara Lynn will be
unless
there.
She has to go to court.
Court? What the hell?
She said she has to go to court.
Tara Lynn, it's the international conference. Yes, it is. For those of you guys that don't know, there are there's solar panel convention, and it talks all about solar panels. We usually go up there. People do recognize us, so we say hello to a lot of people, and we go out there and have fun. I can't hardly wait to go up to Vegas and have fun and just enjoy ourselves. Definitely going to be up there for the 4 days, and go from there.
Frost.
Who's Frost? What's up, Frost? What's up, Jefe? What's going on? How much longer are you guys live for? Well, we've been on an hour already, so who knows how long we're going to be on there. Is there any chance you need an employee? Well, you never know. You can put in your application and go from there. Just send us your resume. We'll take a look at it, okay? We can't say no. We can't say yes because we most likely get other jobs and we need other people to help with those jobs, and we can always use the work. And we got 2 fantastic guys right now. We do have some solar farms that are lined up. We do have carports that are lined up, and we do have residential. I did 3 bids on last week on 3 commercial buildings, rooftops. And so we're waiting for them to call us back. As soon as they give us the okay, we're putting people to work, or me to work, one or the other. So Frost says people should structure a job like that just to get jobs for residential. Boss, remember, a lot of people who want to start a business are low on cash and don't wish to be a 9-to-5 employee. And you're absolutely right. But here's the thing, Frost. When you get into a business, you get into the business as becoming an entrepreneur. And becoming an entrepreneur, you actually have to go all in. If you do not go all in, I'm talking about buying equipment, hiring employees, having the right software, going out there and marketing and marketing yourself as an individual that could take any job on that comes his way. And if you can do that and structure yourself and get government jobs and get local jobs and get residential and work everything and hustle 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. If you can do that, you don't have a problem with your business. It's the people that work the 9-to-5, go out there and they want to do something, and then all of a sudden they don't put 100% of their energy into the business. This is the problem a lot of people have in order, for their solar panel cleaning business. When I got into this business, I quit my job. And I quit my job, and the first week that I quit my job, I made $10,000 because I concentrated on this business, and all my efforts went into this business. And my first week, I made 10 grand, and I said, this right here is where it's at. Because I knew from that point on, it got more, that I was getting more income, and more income coming in. and I kept hustling, and it wasn't just a $10,000, you know, a month job or a week job or what have you. It just became more and more and more. And this is why we're so passionate when it comes to uh, stuff like that. Jonathan says, I will send a text after this. Thanks, no problem. Frost
Here,
also.
no,
Well, no, he asked another question, right?
no,
Oh,
no, it's right here.
okay.
Oh, Tara Lynn says the C1000 is the best.
C1000. I love the C1000. I don't look. My buddy Mark uses the Racenstein brush. He sells the Racenstein brush. That's a good brush too. If you guys want to buy a Racenstein brush because you like that, no problem. I use the C1000. I love the C1000. I love the poles that we use. They're very light, 3 ounces each on the sectional poles, and we use those for carports and we use those for rooftops. And our workers love them because they're super super light on the poles themselves. But yes, Frost says I offer a discount for first time residential clients at $90 to $120. Then if they stay loyal, they keep a 30% discount from my usual price, which is $170 to $190. Now, is that $170 to $190 for a 2-story home or a 1-story home? Now, Frost, remember this. As soon as you give a discount, guess what's going to happen every single time? Do
They
you
will
want to
ex-
answer? Can you answer that for me?
The customer will expect that all the time.
What will they expect?
The price they paid originally, the discounted price.
We did a bird proofing and we gave the guy a discount. He said, we gave him a discount. He said, can you give me a better price? I said, we already gave you a discount. We were firm on that. And I stuck to my guns. We didn't lower the price. And I told Susan.
I told Henry, don't go lower.
And I told
Do
Susan,
not.
I said this. Watch what happens when we get over there. When we got over there, the guy asked for a lower price. And then he had okay. And then what he did is we went there for solar panel cleaning
And
bird proofing only. And this guy had my workers taking the Christmas lights down. He literally said, can you take the Christmas lights down while you're up there?
Since you're up on the roof.
Since you're up on the roof. This was a 2-story house, Spanish style. You had to hang over the edge just to get the stuff out because the ladder, it was too high for a ladder. And we told them, no, we're not going to do that. And it just some of the things that come up, that people come up with, that they'll want you to do extra stuff for them. You charge them for that. If it's something that you can do, charge them for it. Gutter cleaning, good example. Oh, my gutters are a little dirty. Can you just spray them off real quick? And a lot of these guys out here think that when you're up there, like it's no big deal. Like, oh no, you can go ahead and do this real quick. It's not going to take you long. We had a person that literally we had solar panel cleaning. We had solar panel cleaning, and he told our guys, "Can you do some bird proof? Can you put this around the panels?" And he had a roll of bird mesh, a 100-foot row of bird mesh, and said, "Oh, can you do this while you're up there?" And they told him, "No, our boss won't allow us to do it. We're on a schedule." "Oh, just call your boss, no problem." Guess what? They called me. I said, "Nope." So we're not doing it. We're gonna have to set this up for bird proofing. And guess what? We got him on bird proofing, and we made him pay what we charged. Wasn't happy about it, but we're not here to do stuff for free. This is how your business grows. every single time. So hopefully you learn something from that. But when it comes down to discounts, Frost, don't do it. I mean, you can do it for first time customers.
Specify on your invoice. Specify if it's only for first time cleaning only. Make sure you put that on your invoice so that
If we do any type of discount, Susan will put it on the invoice so the 6 months down the road, if they even ask for a discount, we say, no, we can't do it. We gave you this and it's at this price and this is what we charge.
This is for future cleanings. This is how much we're going to charge you.
Pretty much.
I specify on my invoices.
It's all specified on there. And actually, your prices are too low. Way too low, Frost. You should be charging a lot more. You got to stay in business. Do you use roofing harness? That's a must. My father used to be a roofer for 10 plus years and never cared for safety. Frost, I don't know where you're at, but there's a lot of people that don't want you to drill into their roof. They don't want you to make any holes into your roof. And I don't know of any roofs out there that have safety devices on them. But 99% of the people out here to do solar panel cleanings don't harness up.
Henry does.
Well, hang tight. Let me tell you, if you are a solar panel installer, that's totally different. You harness up all the time. But the company, Tesla, Sunrun, all these other companies will make you harness up when you're doing solar panel installations. But you got to keep this in mind. You are carrying solar panels up on the roof. You're taking it down. You're doing the piping. You're doing everything on there, electrical. And you're on that roof for 8 hours out of the day, not 20 minutes, not 15 minutes. So most solar panel companies out there, they don't harness up when they get up on the roof. Cleaners. And besides that, most of the time you're on top of the pitch or you're in the middle of the roof itself, and that's where you do your cleaning. You're not at the edge of the roof cleaning solar panels. You're not. If you are, you're in the wrong business. So
you do harness when you're doing bird proofing sometimes.
Bird proofing is totally different. I will harness up. If I'm going to work on the edge of the roof, I will harness up for bird proofing itself. And yes, we'll tie off up there, up on the roof itself.
You have your guy holding.
Yeah, well, there's certain things that we do. We even have our guy holding the rope, making sure we're doing a lot of extra stuff out there, you know, when we're trying to be safe. So yeah. Okay, Jonathan says, how many jobs do you average a day for residential? Now, when we do solar panel cleaning lately for summer, what is our average?
Like 7.
7 jobs. And we're trying to keep these guys not burnt out, but they're going from one job, a 2-story house, to 1-story house, 2-story house, 2-story house, 2-story house. And we'll route them 7 jobs a day. Now, when it comes to bird proofing,
we'll do
1 job a day. And the reason why we do that for bird proofing is because you just never know what's going to come up. If there's anything, if the birds aren't going to get out, we got to get those birds out. They're stubborn or what have you. We just have to make the whole day for it. I got an exception. San Diego, we're heading to San Diego for bird proofing on Friday. And then we have a mayor's house that we have to actually clean their solar panels on the way back. So
we are going to treat him very well.
We booked him the same day because he needed his solar panels cleaned.
And it's on the way back.
It's on the way back. He's a mayor. He's a mayor. We're not going to say what city, but we're going to be out there, all of us, and we're going to be cleaning his panels, and we're going to make sure that everything is done right. Everybody's taken care of.
Yeah.
You know, not just him, but we take care of everybody. So, all right. Susan, I know.
No.
Oh, where you at?
What
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm just.
You went too far ahead.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Carolyn says, training day, Susan. Are you wolf or are you a sheep?
A puppy.
We're going to get on Netflix tonight. We're going to watch Training Day. That's what we're going to do.
I know. I've seen that.
Good luck, Susan. Jonathan says, noted. See you there, Petra. Lots of good information. Yes, definitely will be lots of good information. We will definitely see you there. Hopefully, Mark shows up and is there too. With everything going on, we're praying for him. Sam says, thanks for the info.
Gotta go.
Got to go as soon as I can. I'll binge watch your videos. No problem, Sam. There's plenty of them up there. We are close to 1 million views on our YouTube channel. 1 million. We're at 991,000 views right now. By the end of the week, we should hit 1 million views. What have you. Sneakerhead says, these solar guys tell them rain cleans the panels. I know. We actually went to a commercial site where they were doing the install, and the guy that was doing the install, he turned around and said, oh, the rain will clean the panels. Like, oh, they do. They really do. I said, so in 2 weeks, come back out here and take a look at your solar panels, see how clean they are. And we actually went by and we looked at the panels. The panels were blue when they installed them. Now they're dark brown. Every single panel. And the dirt is probably about this thick, and it's right next to a freeway. Right next to a freeway.
Lots of trucks.
Lots of fumes, dust, brake dust, everything. Just everything in general. And filthy. And yeah. Frost, you can't charge so cheap. You're killing it for the rest of us. It's and this is what we talk about, right? We talk about stuff like this, about the industry. You got to stay to industry standards. You stay to industry standards, they can't go anywhere else. And that's where you have to, stick to your guns. You stick to your guns, you'll start making some money.
Our weekends usually busier. Commercial, yes.
Commercial. Mm-hmm. So the way that we structure our business is residential, bird proofing, and solar panel cleaning Monday through Friday. Saturday and Sunday is commercial. So we have any commercial, whether they're carports, rooftops, solar farms, are going to be on the weekends. And our weekends are busy, and our Monday through Friday is busy. And it will get even busier October and November for us because of all the carports and commercial that need to be done. It's usually what happens.
Billy Covington.
What's up there, BC? Billy Covington. What is the best time of the year to get my solar panels clean? There is no best time. Okay? Most people call during the summertime when it's hot, because in their mindset is, oh, I'm using more energy. I better clean my solar panels, and that way I get better production. But in fact, Billy, it's just as important in the wintertime. I know here in sunny California, it's sunny most of the time in the winter. It doesn't snow up here in LA. So we get sun all year around. And we recommend every 6 months for solar panel cleaning for residential. And we have our commercial cleaning every 3 months. So you got big stores like Target, Costco, FedEx, UPS, and Kohl's and all these. They're cleaning their solar panels quite often because they know the productivity. Solar farms, same thing. They're solar farmers. They're producing energy. And if their solar farms are dirty, they're not producing at 100%. It's not till they get that report where they start failing, where they sit there and go, oh, I need you to come out and clean my solar panels. So, good question, by the way, Billy. And thanks for coming on. First time I've seen you here. Um, Jonathan says, I'm asking because I want to go full time doing this, but at the same time, I can't leave a secure check until I build a clientele that is somewhat that you recommend. Jonathan, like I said, take a look at how many solar panel cleaners are in your area. That will give you an idea of your competition. Call them. Say, what do you charge for to clean solar panels? And you'll have a pretty good idea what people are charging out there. You know. And Jonathan says, or I'll be leaving potential clients on the table, no problem, and what have you. I can't read that on there, but Jonathan, we were in the same and we jumped in feet first. Petra said, yes. Jonathan, Petra says, this is your full time now.
No, Jonathan's asking Petra, is this your full time now?
Oh, okay. Is this your full time now? And Jonathan says, I'm quitting my job. Do you guys, Jonathan says, do you guys warranty bird proofing? What's the answer?
Yes.
How many years?
10-year warranty.
We give a 10-year warranty on all of our bird proofing. 10-year warranty. Okay, and that's because of the bird mesh that we buy has a 10-year warranty on it, and we offer that to our customers. So when they get our receipt, we put on the receipt 10-year warranty starting from this date. So they have that. Billy Covington, house painters oversprayed and my panels have tiny paint dots all over them. How do you get rid of that? We have a service that we do as paint removal, and we remove the paint off the solar panels. It is a tricky process to do, but it can be done. We highly recommend, if you are or your neighbor is getting their house painted, that you cover your solar panels. Because once paint gets on your solar panels, your production goes like this.
The painter should know to cover their solar panels.
We actually had somebody that was having their house painted. It was one of our customers. This was like the second time that we've gone out there. We took a special trip out there just to go see, because she says, my painters are painting and they said they didn't get paint on them, but I just want to make sure. So we went out there and the painter actually did a really good job. He covered up the solar panels. There was no paint on them whatsoever. And he was painting the whole house and did a really, really good job. Now, that's very few, because there's a lot of painters that are real quick and go out there and just spray and they don't cover anything up and then get out and they're done. So, what have you. Serenity, what is the slowest time period of the year for solar panel cleaning? That is going to be between wintertime, December, and to March. Is really, really slows down for residential and for commercial.
This past winter, it was longer.
It was a lot longer this past winter because of all the rain that was going on. Mm-hmm. Just think of it this way. When it's raining, nobody's calling for solar panel cleaning. Nobody. They wait till after the rain stops. Mm-hmm. And last year was, we didn't know when this rain was going to stop. One storm came in right after another. Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay. Petra says, Jonathan, what's your number? I think you can message him privately, Petra, on that. I'm not sure. But Team Tello. What's up there, Team Tello? Hello, Susan Henry. Hey, Henry, can you tell how you
did to get your first job?
How you did to get your first jobs? When I got into the business?
When you got into the business.
When I got into the business, I actually was booking my first jobs before my van was wrapped and done. My van, I took it in to get wrapped, and have my van wrapped. It took them 5 days to wrap the whole van, and I was already booking jobs for that week. I did a Google My Business. I got into Google My Business, got that started, and as soon as I did that, my phones were ringing. But you got to remember, that was almost 4 years ago. There was nobody doing solar panel cleaning other than a couple of window cleaners. So um, my company is called SoCal Solar Panel Cleaning Company. So when people do the search on that, they were finding me right away, and I was getting a lot of uh, people calling. So Petra says, I'm in Santa Maria, where I grew up. I grew up in Santa Maria in Guadalupe.
We actually met Petra
Yes, we did.
in Long Beach. No.
Well, I knew Petra before, but you met her.
I met
Yeah.
Petra.
But yes. And paint and panels pro cleaning. How do you handle canal water? Oh, from Agri Farms solar panels. Paint and panels. There is a product out there that Chemitech sells that will you put that in a 500-gallon water buffalo, and that will make your water much better. Um, uh, check Chemitech, and that is a very good product. We sell that. Oh, I shouldn't say I sell it. Um, I actually buy some of the other stuff, the solar wash, and some of the other stuff for some of these jobs that have hard water on them, or they have algae. They do sell that, but Chemitech um, uh, is a good product to kind of get that well water back into check. Okay, so Rob, what's up there, Rob? Hi, Henry and Susan. We are just getting started in this business. Can you recommend any website designers, credit processing services, or companies that provide invoice templates? Yes, I can. I am going to do this right now for you. I am going to put down this.
House Call Pro. You can. It's already there's already an invoice set up in there, so you just put in the information.
Use my link for House Call Pro. I put it in there, and it has a 2-week trial. And let me tell you, once you start that, you won't go back. You will not go back. We love it.
Once you create your settings and everything on House Call Pro.
One more time, explain to them what you do with House Call Pro. Now they're talking about.
Well, when Henry got the House Call Pro, he did all the setup on his settings, on his profile and everything. And then once all that was set up, then a matter of booking became easy, because all you had to do is put in the information of the customer,
right?
And then you can put in the information on the invoice.
So House Call Pro, you're able to go out there and let the customer know you're on your way. As soon as you book with House Call Pro, they know that they've been booked, because they'll get an alert through text or email saying you've been booked for Friday, October 21st at 8 a.m. Henry and Susan will be there to clean your solar panels. They get that. That's as soon as you book. Now, the nice thing about House Call Pro, say for example, we do bird proofing. So we take deposits. And so when somebody books, we say, for example, if the bird proofing is $3,000, we'll take $500 and we'll say we need a deposit of $500, and then House Call Pro will do that automatically for you by just going out there and booking and taking deposits. Now, there's steps that you got to go through that. Susan's really good at that. But it alerts them, lets them know when our technicians are ready for that day. They have House Call Pro as an app,
and they can see their schedule.
And they can see everything. And they go and they say, "Hey, I'm on my way." So when Henry and Susan say, "Hey, we got a job that got scheduled for today," we can see where they're at, through GPS on their way, how long, when they hit start, what time they got there, what time they finish, any pictures that they take on their phone, they can literally upload it to House Call Pro. And then when the customer pays and gets their receipt, they get all the pictures, the before pictures, the after pictures.
You can send that with their invoice.
They send it with their invoice.
By email or text.
Okay. That's one thing. Now,
but it's also important when you're booking a customer, if you're using House Call Pro, make sure you get a cell phone number, not a landline.
That's right.
We've had customers that have given us a landline and we didn't know and they didn't get the information. So it's always important to ask if it's a cell phone number.
Right. So, Rob, if you want to call me and talk to me, give me a call. I'll explain to you website designers. I have a great website designer. If you take a look at my website, SoCalSolarPanelWashing.com, take a look at my website. I have website designers that will go. Okay. Well, I'm just letting them know. So take a look at the website. Credit processing services will give you somebody who can do credit processing, all that. I have that as part of my package when I do my training anyway. So we give you all that information. Templates, you don't want to use templates. You want to use House Call Pro. The link is in the description. Click on that link. It'll take you directly to it.
There's a lot of businesses use it from what we've heard, and they love it.
Yeah, and we're one of them. We're one of them when it comes to that. Serenity now. What business structure do you have? Example, C Corp, S Corp, LLC. Okay, I have 3 corporations. I have an S Corp, I have a C Corp, and I have an LLC. I just, this year, I just incorporated my solar panel cleaning business after 3 years. So a lot of people think that they got to go and get an LLC first, or they got to get an S Corp or a C Corp or an individual. They think that, oh, we need to get that before, and that's one of the first things that we need to do. I always tell people this. Why would you get yourself a corporation if you don't even know that it's going to work? You got to make sure that you are having income coming in and making sure that your business is an actual business before you go out there and incorporate your business. We didn't incorporate our business till almost 3 years later. And the only reason why we did that was because our tax person says, now it's time to incorporate because you guys are making that much more money. And so now we incorporated, and ours is an LLC. And so there's a lot of things that you can do with an LLC. It protects you from, if you have your own home, they can't go after you personally. They can go after your business. It protects you in that. I don't want to give out legal advice on this, so don't take it as legal advice. I'm just giving you what we have and what we've used. I also have S Corporation and I have a C Corporation with several officers that we have on their CEO, chief financial officer, what have you. So just depends. I would look at a tax lawyer or tax attorney and find out, the difference between the corporations or even a corporation, somebody who deals with corporate law. Talk to them about it and kind of get your better advice from them. Okay. So, but yeah, I can't tell you what the difference is between the 3, to be honest. Jonathan says, don't want any more scam calls. Yeah, good luck with that one. We get scam calls every day. Serenity, in general, what is the range of income you can expect to make a year, assuming you are getting consistent customers throughout the year? Serenity, if I knew that answer to that question, that's your $1 million question. I can tell you this. You can make $1,000 a month. You can make $2 a month. We don't know. We're projected to do over close to $35,000 this month, and the month's not even over with yet. We have made over 20,000 easily in June, July, and August through our business. Now, I can't tell you what a new company is going to make because there's lots of things that come into play. Marketing, marketing, marketing. If you market yourself and you market yourself right, you will get lots of phone calls. If you get lots of phone calls, you can book a lot of people. Susan is getting in the neighborhood of anywhere from 5 calls to 15 calls a day, Monday through Friday. Weekends are a little slower, but she does get calls, and she's booking them as fast as she can get them. Now, some people aren't getting any calls. Some people are just like waiting for the phone calls to ring. It just depends. Who are you marketing with? How are you marketing? What are you doing? Like I said, we're doing Facebook marketing, and we've done that for 3 weeks now, 2 weeks, and we got 0 calls. Facebook marketing. Now we're marketing with Google, and we're getting lots of calls. So it just depends. It depends. That's a hard question to answer because each business is different. You're just going to have to put your feet in, go for it, and do it right. Um, Frost says, "Who handles your leads for you guys while at work? Do you guys have an appointment setter?" Right here. Boom, boom. I don't know if you heard me earlier in the day. I give my phone right here to Susan. When that phone rings, I'm up on the roof and she is booking the appointments. She is my appointment setter. She does everything. She books them, she schedules them, she lets the customer know what's the process. She does a lot. She takes a lot of weight off my shoulders. So I can concentrate on showing my guys how to bird proof, how to solar panel clean, how to gutter clean, how to go out there and do other things. We had a special request from somebody. Um, as a matter of fact, they said, "Hey, can you guys clean the vent out from our lint vent from our laundry room while you guys are up there?" See, when somebody approaches you like that and ask, we do it for free. We don't go out there and you know. Um, but if somebody sits there and says, "Hey, can you do this?" and puts us in a situation, yeah, it's not likely going to happen. But anyways, Serenity, let me ask you a question. Are you in the solar panel cleaning business right now? I can you answer that for me, please? Just be truthful. Say, "Hey, I'm just starting," or I'm in the business," or what have you. Can you? Because you're asking a lot of good questions, and I just want to know what. Okay, so you're saying no, we are not. So let's go to the next question. Serenity, for commercial solar farms, what is the best way to obtain their business? What kind of insurance do they typically require? Now, I'm going to answer that question. But when you ask questions about big solar farms, there are guys out there that are doing solar farms for 50 cents, 23 cents a panel. Okay, that have big equipment, tractors with 20-foot brushes, sun brushes that they use, and they're out there and they are getting the solar business. And you need to know people in that industry. So you either walk up to them and while somebody is there and try to catch them, or find out who the managing company for that particular site is and talk to them. The first question that they're going to ask you is, What type of equipment do you have to clean our solar panels? Second question is, do you have insurance? Third question is, do you have workman's comp? Fourth question is going to be, can I see a copy of your business license? And then they're going to say, put in a bid. And then you put in a bid, and if they don't like your bid, you'll never hear from them again. So you got to be prepared for that, okay? And this is why we when you ask these type of questions, we try to be really careful, because we want to make sure that you're structured right before you go out there and even think about solar farms, when in reality you should be thinking about getting your feet wet and going out there and doing doing residential, 1-story homes, 2-story homes, going into housing tracts and management companies and so forth. You got to start small and work your way up, and you'll be more successful when you do that. And your equipment, you'll know what type of equipment that you want, because if you got a bucket and a mop and you're up there for 2.5 hours, you're going to say, this is not for me. But if you got a Racenstein brush or a C1000 brush, and you can clean 40 panels in 15 minutes, then you can say, wow, I should have bought this a long, long time ago. So that's how you obtain their business. What kind of insurance do they typically require? Is anywhere from $1 million on up to $3 million for solar farms. Okay. Keep this in mind. Solar farms have their own insurance, but they're requiring you to have at least a $1 million general liability policy to even step on their property. Oh, and by the way, if you're going to take a van or equipment or anything else on there, you got to have auto insurance that is going to be $1 million or more when you're stepping on any type of commercial property. Target, FedEx, Costco, UPS, Kohl's, so on and so on. They're going to ask for that for commercial. So be prepared for it. Go ahead and read that. I can't even read this.
Serenity also wanted to thank you for sharing your knowledge and tips. That shows volume in both of your character. Thank you so much. It is greatly appreciated.
Oh, no, you're welcome. Sorry I'm doing all the talking. Susan can answer these questions just as good as I can. She's been there. She's done that. I just got to get her to open up her mouth.
No, Henry just likes to talk.
Oh, and then she says, I just like to talk. Robert Silva, what's happening? Did you get your business license through the city or through the Secretary of State website? If I was to show you everything, okay, I got business license. I'll show you that. My business license. Secretary of State. Secretary of State is right here on this one. This is my Secretary of State. Okay. We have so much paperwork, insurance, all that. Anybody asks, it's all right here. Susan is a rock star when it comes to that. If somebody says, are you guys insured? Well, let me take a look at page number 9 under insurance. Here you go. Here is our insurance. And she will send that to you via text or via email. And there you go. But yes, we have our business license in Laverne, and we have it also in Rancho Cucamonga. And wherever else that we go and that we need that business license for, we'll go ahead and we'll get those through there. Usually we'll get the business license if we're doing a big job, like a solar farm or what have you. Good.
Team Tello says, how do you land solar farms? You go to them personally? No. Henry has mentioned before, they have come to him.
Yes. Market yourself, and you market yourself where people can find you on Google. And if you look at my website it says solar farms. If you look at my website and you go down to cities, you'll see every single city we cover on that tab. We do solar farms, we do residential, we do commercial, we do industrial, and we do rooftops. And we do, like I said, residential, 1 story, 2 story homes. And we do bird proofing and we do all that. Rob says, thank you, Henry. I'm giving you guys a call. You guys are awesome. Oh, didn't we? Oh, yeah, we did. So this week, what we did is we had to go and get a fire hydrant permit for our meter, for a fire hydrant. Um, and so if you guys are thinking about, say, for example, solar farms, well, what if there's no water on these farms? You're going to have to bring water in. Think about this. You're going to have to either rent or purchase a water buffalo, which is a 500-gallon, or you can go to, say, for a company like Sunbelt and rent out a water truck, get 1,000-gallon water truck, and then if you don't have any water on site, you got to go to your city that you're working in and get a special fire hydrant meter. And what the city is going to do is the city is going to go over there to that meter.
You have to go to your the water company.
The water company, sorry.
In that city that you're going to be working in.
Right. So that water company.
Fill out the application and get the proper paperwork and paid for to get the meter.
And you have to pay a lot up front. Mm-hmm. So the price is in the range just to get the meter, and that's not whatever water is running through it, because you still got to pay for that per liter. Now, just the meter alone isn't going to be in the neighborhood of $2,000 to $2,700, depends what city that you're going to here in LA. But you got to pay that up front, check or money order, before they even put that meter on. So you have to have money in order to do solar farms. And a lot of people don't get that. They don't get what these guys actually go through in order to do solar farms. And for example, we had one that's a military base, and they said, no, you guys bring in your own water. You guys do this, you guys do that. And then we have to supply our own water. So we got to rent a truck out. We got to go get a hydrant. There's a lot of things that we have to do in order to take care of that solar farm. And that all comes out of the customer. That's what we charge the customer for. So you're not doing those for 20 cents, 30 cents a panel. It's way, way higher than that.
And it's important to know that when you get a commercial account, some commercial accounts don't pay right away. They're on a net 90, net 30.
What is a net 90? What's a net 30?
They pay with in 3 months you'll get paid for doing the job.
So a net 30 would be they have to pay within that month. They have a month to pay. They have a 30 days to pay. Net 60 is they have 60 days that they have to pay, and net 90, which most companies, big corporations, will do, because these big corporations they don't have their own payroll department. These big corporations have an outside source that pay all the vendors. And if you're a vendor, then you get paid in 90 days. So if I got my guys working, I got to pay my guys first and then wait for my money 3 months down the road.
So you got to make sure you stay afloat.
Wow.
So you guys tax write-off miles driven by date, Jonathan's asking.
What's that now?
Do you guys tax write-off miles driven by day?
You can. There's sources out there that you can keep track of your mileage for tax purposes, and do that. Yes, that would be a great thing to do, Jonathan. Keep record of your gas. We have a gas card for our van and a gas card for our personal vehicle, and we use those. We'll fill up gas, and then we get the report, and then we can send that off to our tax guy and say, "This is what we paid for in gas with this van, and this is what we paid for with our Jag." So, yeah.
Sneakerhead.
Sneakerhead. Go ahead.
What equipment should
Go ahead,
I
Snakehead.
what equipment should I have for my business 3 months? I'm averaging $7K a month. I'm just a cheapskate with kids, so I have lots of bills.
Everybody has bills. Okay. It's a matter of what you charge for your solar panel cleaning is going to make you or break you. If you are charging a very fair price or even a higher price, then you'll stay afloat. If you're charging peanuts and you're going out there and you know that you're charging peanuts, well, guess what? You got to go to the gas station. You got to put $5 of gas in per gallon right now, and it's going higher and higher. And there's guys out here that are doing discounts. They're going out there and they're giving out discounts, and customers sit there and they'll ask for discounts. And you got to be firm with them. You sit there and you say, "No, I don't give out discounts." Do you get a discount when you go out and eat? Do you get a discount when you go buy groceries? Do you get a discount when you put gas in? Do you ask for a discount? There are guys out there that will ask for discounts all day long because they know that you're going to give it to them. But if you sit there and say, "I'm sorry, gas prices are really high right now. My whenever I go out and eat, I got to pay a tax, and I got to pay for a tip, and I got to do this and I got to do that," and then before you know it, they're feeling sorry for you because you're paying all this. I got to pay for insurance. I got to pay for this. I got to pay for my workers. I got to pay for workman's comp. I got to do this, and it goes on, materials and blah blah blah. And before you know it, it's like, "Oh, okay. Look, if you want it cheap, go somewhere else. If you want it quality, we're your guys." So,
Jonathan Camarillo, how many ladders should we keep in the vehicle and what sizes? Henry did a video not that long ago on the ladders that he's used.
Jonathan, there's a ladder video, nothing but ladders. I show each and every ladder, a telescopic ladder, what have you. As a matter of fact, speaking of ladders,
Henry's going to get a ladder rack on his van.
That's right. Thursday, what I'm doing is I scheduled to have a ladder rack put on my van, and I'm putting a 28-foot ladder on top of the van. I have a 22-foot ladder in the van. I also have an 18-foot ladder in the van. I have two telescopic ladders. One's a 18-foot, and the other one is a 12-foot ladder with hooks for the shorter 1-story to 2-story. I have that. So just in my van right now is 4 ladders, plus I have a brand new ladder rack coming on Thursday, getting installed. Friday, I will have that ladder rack on my van on my way to San Diego and doing a bird proofing. And I'm going to Home Depot and go buy that ladder that day on Friday. And before you know it, there you go. I'm going to have 5 ladders in my van or on top of the van. So there you go. So I have I have a 12-foot, an 18-foot telescopic ladder. I have a 23-foot or 22-foot little giant. I'm going to have a 28-foot. I don't know if it's going to be fiberglass or aluminum ladder on top of the van. I haven't decided yet. But then I also have an 18-foot little giant ladder also Then I also have the step stool that folds and collapses in. It's not a ladder, but that helps out too. So a lot of stuff. Great question, by the way. But I do have a video on that where you guys can see that.
Serenity. Other than Google and Facebook, what other marketing platforms are you using?
I don't. I
That's
honestly,
pretty much it.
that's it.
Just YouTube and Google. That's where he gets his business from.
People actually will see me on YouTube and they'll book me because they see me on YouTube. And then when I get out there, they're like, "Hey, hi, nice to finally meet you. What have you?" And before you know it, we're getting business from our YouTube channel, or we're getting business from our Google My Business. So Facebook. Okay, so Serenity. Look, okay. This is the best way that I can explain it. You get on an airplane, and you're either going to the left or you're going to the right. Going to the right, you have general public. Going to the left, you got first class. Okay. I think of Facebook as going to the right. I think of Google as going to the left, first class, because a lot of people search Google. So when it comes down to that, it's like I said, when it comes down to that, you just got to have to figure out what you want to market and how you want to go out and market yourself and so forth. And, you know, it just depends on what marketing structure you want to go. We have a superb marketing group that we use. They charge us every single month, but we get leads. We get people calling all the time. And we like it. So, and then we also market ourselves and other. Like I said, 2 weeks now we've been marketing on Facebook and we haven't gotten one lead yet. So I'm about ready to just say that's out the door and spend hundreds of dollars on that already, just on pay-per-click ads. And sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Just depends.
Gotta say hi to him.
Who?
Mark.
Okay.
We gotta say hi.
Okay. Well, before we do that, do you guys ever? Okay, Jonathan, do you guys ever tap into the customer's hard water? When I was 16, I used to work with the car wash guy, and I always thought that was very unprofessional. Well, how else are you going to get water, Jonathan? Unless you go out there to these places that make deionized water and you buy it from them, how else are you going to get water? So most people that are in the solar panel cleaning business will use the customer's tap. Most people that are doing commercial solar panel cleaning will tap into the commercial irrigation system or their tap. So hopefully that helps you out. Always tap into the customer's water. Take what you need because it's going directly back into their solar panels. Now, the only difference is between us is we're going out there and it's going through a filter system and we're deionizing the water before it gets to the customer's solar panels. Okay. What else?
Cody, what about a small discount if they're a biannual cleaning, bringing in regular income?
Hey, Cody, whatever works for you, buddy. I mean, there's nothing wrong with giving out discounts if you got repeat customers. Nothing at all. We try not to do it because once you give a discount out, they're going to expect it every single time. I don't care who it is. You gave me a discount last time. It's like, okay. And then you can't raise your prices. Look, I would rather raise my prices and go higher than try to lower my prices and keep going lower. So I don't, that's something that if I can keep it up here, my business is going to grow. If I keep it down here, it's going to take me a lot longer to get up here in your business. So Jonathan says,
I forgot.
Mark, what's up there? AM Pressure Washing. What's up, everyone? Mark from AM Pressure Washing. And we wish you a very good day today. You and Anita. Hopefully, you guys,
Prayers go out to you,
prayers are going out to you
to
and the
Mama.
family. Right. And so, you know,
We're thinking about you guys.
yeah, definitely are. Okay. Sneakerhead 727. I'm not the cheapest and I'm not the one man crew. With the telescope, scopping pole, and water hose, I also clean gutters and windows and I started soft washing. I need to have multiple sources of income. Look, it's your business. You do what you do, whether you're doing pressure washing, solar panel cleaning, soft wash, gutter cleaning, you name it. Cleaning concrete, who knows? If that money is coming in and you're bringing money coming in, bring money in. And so, it's your business. You do what you need to do to keep your business afloat. So, kudos to you.
Serenity, what is your preference, C1000 or J Racenstein?
You already know the answer to that. My buddy Mark is on right now. He sells the Racenstein brush. They're both good brushes. Look, it's your preference. I've started out with the C1000 years ago. I like my C1000 and I bought another one. So I have two C1000s. Now, I've used the Racenstein brush and I use the C1000. My preference is the C1000 just because I got used to it and I love it. I love that thing. And there's people out there, and I see them all on videos, whether they're on Instagram or TikTok, that they're using the Racenstein brush too. So, there's people out there that use the Racenstein brush. There's nothing wrong with either of those brushes. They're both good brushes, and they're great for solar panels. I would use a rotating brush anytime before I use a water fed pole. And a water fed pole, you're going to be going back and forth and doing your thing. When you have a Racenstein brush or a C1000, it's your preference. C1000 is more expensive than the Racenstein brush, but it's your preference, what you want and what you want to use. So I personally, I use the C1000. Mark personally uses the Racenstein brush. So, it just depends what you want to use. Okay, what else? AM Pressure Washing says always use the customer's water. Water tanks, Jonathan says. I have a 100-gallon water tank from AM Pressure Washing that I've been using for many, many years. And that is what I store my water when it goes through both the tanks, the deionized tanks. That's what goes in there. So I use that for a water tank. You can talk to Mark at AM Pressure Washing. He'll set you up with the water tanks if you need one there, Jonathan, and go from there. Petra says, hey, Mark, what's going on? Serenity, just wanted to let you know my wife talked to you earlier today. Oh, okay. Her name is Carolina and my name is Carlos. Oh, okay. Now that makes sense. And I did tell her, you're going to be asking me all the questions that she asked me earlier today. I did tell her that. I said, every question that you're asking me now, your husband, Carlos, is going to be sitting there asking me 3 hours from now. And sure enough. All right. Hello, beautiful Miss P, AM Pressure Washing. And Jonathan says, how many feet of water hose should we have on deck? With our system that I have 300 feet of hose that I use. If I'm doing a commercial building and I got to get on top of the building, I have an additional 300 feet of hose. So I have 600 feet of hose that I'm working with, or carports, 600 feet of hose that I'm working with. So it just depends what you're working with. But 300 feet of hose is sufficient enough to go up a 2-story house, do some work, and come back down. No problem.
And where did you get your stuff?
I got my stuff from AM Pressure Washing out in Lake Elsinore. You can contact Mark at AM Pressure Washing. Just Google him, Lake Elsinore, AM Pressure Washing. He will help you out with all your needs.
He could put his information in.
Or if he's on, he could put all his information on there, and then that way I don't have to repeat myself over and over and over again. So just want to let you know, guys, one more time. House Call Pro is what we're using for our software, and I became an affiliate for House Call Pro. So here is my affiliate link in case you guys want to try it. There is a free trial on there for you guys, just in case. We use it for all of our scheduling needs. It works awesome. We love it, and it works the best. Best place to Josh Rivas. What's up there, Josh? Best place to get a business card made for the business. We have digital business cards. I have a dot card that I use. And I will send that to the customer, and then they have all my information. Once they click on that, it will go directly into their phone or through email. But I use a dot service dot card. And we do have business cards that we kind of hand out sometimes. I'm trying to think of the card company that we actually use. It's been such a long time, but it's one of the major ones that I cannot remember what it is. But just look for business cards on Google, and that I think that'll come up. I cannot remember for the life of me what the company was called. But thank you guys for coming on. We've been on for 2 hours and 11 minutes. We would like it if you guys smash that like button. Give us a thumbs up. We really appreciate it. We thank you for Vista Print. There you go. Thank you guys for coming on today. We appreciate that. Thank you for all the emoji hearts, the 100s, all this other crap that's flying on the right side of me right now. Emojis. So tomorrow we have a long day. We have we're going to be on a boom lift tomorrow. We'll have more videos on that. You're going to be able to see Susan driving the boom lift tomorrow, working it, and yeah, there's going to be a lot more videos. So yeah, but is solar panel universally? I don't get what he's saying, but what have you. You got this, Susan. Jonathan says.
I'll be moving like a snail.
Oh, but you don't know that I'm putting it from turtle to rabbit. And when I put it from turtle to rabbit, that snail is gone.
If it jerks a lot, don't be surprised.
Yeah. Well, I'll be on the boom lift with her.
Yes.
So, what have you.
How much uptakes to clean?
Len Taken says, sorry, I meant how many uptakes to clean per solar panel? Oh, how often? You want to clean solar panels every 6 months for residential, every 3 months for commercial. So if you got a big commercial account, try to get them cleaned every 3 months. That would give you close to almost 100% productivity. That's what you want. You want to be able to go out there and clean these panels. Look, the cleaner the solar panels, the better off you're going to be, or the customer is going to be. Does dust get inside the panels? No. Dust does not get inside the panels. Dust has a seal around the panel itself inside, and they're designed for it to not have water or dust get inside the solar panels on the solar cells themselves. They are protected and sealed, And so um, they, if they get inside, then that's a very poor made solar panel. All right, guys, we appreciate you guys coming in. We are on every Tuesday night. Susan is going to be doing a lot more videos, guys, on our business. You're going to see her. She's excited, ready to rock, ready to roll. Thank you, Len Taken, for being a new subscriber. We really appreciate it. If you guys have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to smash that like button for Susan, because she has a lot to say. She had a lot to say today. Just so you know, she normally is not this talkative, normally. But you know what? You guys encouraged her today, and we appreciate that. All right, guys. Thank you guys for coming on. We'll see you guys next week. We'll catch you on the next video. See you guys. Peace.